Polar Bear back in here with a new read. We got some pre-pull cards for you guys. We got the 8 of Cups, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles. Guys, these cards, I'll go to cards with what it means right now, right? The 8 of Cups has to deal with another path, right? And whichever way you choose to take that, whether it's a financial path, whether it's a path to escape, it's a new path. You know what I'm saying? And as you can see in this card, he sees what he needs to do, what needs to get done. You know what I'm saying? He understands that, without you making this initial change in your life, whatever you believe would have grown will not grow, right? The 4 of Pentacles has to deal, it's 4, right? Yeah. The 4 of Pentacles has to deal with safety. Understand that the only safety you truly have is yourself and your mind. Depending on yourself and your mind. That is true safety. The last one is the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles has to do with generosity, right? So with these 3 cards coming out together, right, you got to realize that the safety lies, from what I'm getting from this read, right? Yes, your safety lies from within going on the other path. And the other path leads to more riches, and you're able to give back. Hence why generosity comes on the card, right? So it's up to you to realize this. It's up to you to realize that, a lot of times we feel as though we got so far going on one path, but the reality is there's so many different paths to go on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should never get stuck in a mold of moving one direction, rather than you figuring out that, within this time that I have been given, I shall push past whatever my limits are. I shall understand that, I'm the end all be all for relationships. Whatever I choose to allow my life to tag along in my life is a personal choice. And, like I said, I will tell you guys, right? Life comes down to choices. If you know for a fact you got to get something done, like let's say you got to get a paper done for school, right? And you choose to study the night before the test and it's your final, good luck passing this shit. You know what I'm saying? We all know right from wrong. Some of us might have a skewed version of it, but we all know right from wrong. And we all have chosen to become better because we understand that without us making anything shake, nothing will ever shake. A lot of times you have to realize also that there will always come a time when people leave your life. Hence why, it's another journey. And another path came up in one of the cards, right? And you gotta think about this, right? When you leave somebody or someone leaves you, you have to understand that it's a blessing. It's not a curse. It's helping you to understand that, this was not for me. For the time being, it was for me. But now I have outgrown whatever I believe I was entertaining. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. The main takeaways from this read, guys, is that the unknown is only scary because you don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the faster you realize that, the easier life has become for you to go into the unknown. Like, I would say, for instance, for me, the unknown is something that I've always been drawn to. Why? Because I always felt as though the life that I'm living has to be worth living. And the path that I have chosen to take over the path of going to school for a good amount of years and getting a regular job and then being unhappy, that path is not for me. It could be for somebody else. A lot of times people try to be like, yeah, I'm doing this because it's helped me in a better position in my life and but does that really should your job really cost your sanity? You know what I'm saying? If it costs your sanity and you complain about it every single day, then why the fuck are you still going? That's why I think it's so wild when it's called a morning rush, because you're rushing somewhere that you don't care about. Pretty fucking strange. And the thing with generosity, guys, is that it does come back to you tenfold. You gotta give with a giving heart, and your blessing will come back to you tenfold. It's more like when you choose to. When I got a booger, I'm gonna gotta dig it out. I don't like it just chilling there like we're all good in the hood. But like I said before, with generosity, you have to realize that giving, it's a huge part of reaching that destination, because to give back is truly just giving back your time. I remember when I was it middle school? I don't remember. Yeah, I think it was middle school. No, it was high school. in order for me to I think like past school, I think everybody had to do it, get a certain amount of community hours or whatever. And like in my neighborhood, they had a thing called Kids Club, and I would go to it, and I would like volunteer with the kids and teach them, do their homework with them, and I would go outside and run and like give them snacks, all kind of stuff like that. And like I definitely went over the requirements, because I think they're like 50 hours supposed to get, but I was maybe around like 500 hours because I did it for the whole entire year. And like that feeling really felt great to give back, because like I wish that when I was younger they had clubs like that where I was around, and it's mainly because like in this day and age, right, the children are truly the ones that get hosed, as the terminology goes, or the one that they get the short end of the stick, because if a father's not present in the household and the kid's being raised by a single mama, the kid can only come out to be emotional. The child will not understand what it is to have emotional intelligence, and I feel like it's very unfortunate, but it's something that isn't talked about enough. That's it, guys. I love you guys. What you water will grow, what you cast will last. Also, don't forget tokenized real estate, Bitcoin mining. What else? Flip a job with crypto, and money, power, freedom, all available in the store. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Stay strong.